Alright, we're all ready to go for the Sonic Adventure 2 Relay All Stories Relay by ShadowFrost and YESr. Alright guys, hope you're ready, because I'm gonna hand it off to you now. Good luck guys.
Yeah, welcome to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I'm so excited for this.
I'm so excited as well. My name's Joe, I'm the speedrunner. They cut it off to... Oh, I'm looking at it. They didn't. They made it fit. They made it fit. Yeah, I'm Joe, this speedrunner. This is my pretty much co-op partner, ShadowFrost. And I'm going to run Dark Story. He's going to run Hero Story. He's going to start with Hero Story because that's what you should do.
Sure.
And one of us is going to run Last Story. There's a donation incentive for that, so...
I see that I'm in the lead, oh no.
I think you can snipe it. Oh, yeah, they showed up my name.
Yeah, that's second place.
Yeah,
yeah, you have like until like an hour and a half almost into the run to still donate for that.
Yeah,
like,
we'll know when to cut it off.
Yeah, I quickly want to request, I'm pretty sure what it's going to be, but can we ask for what the language is going to be for this game?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be English.
Good. We've got the memes in English.
Yes, okay, that's much better.
Alright, let's create a new file. Oh, by the way, this is played on PC. So I'm also gonna double check if the language is in...
Yeah.
Narrators in English. Do you want to play with Japanese text?
Nah, let's just keep it all in English.
Alright, good. So
yeah, I'm gonna be starting over here.
Can we get a countdown? 2, 1, go!
So yeah, we're gonna start off with an amazing stage here, mostly because of the music.
This is gonna be a sing-along, isn't it?
Maybe. Maybe you should explain a few things. But then again,
maybe after the sing-along? Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead, only one way to find out. Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing. I'm going to start explaining some things because now some actual interesting movement is going to happen. So Sonic and the same way Shadow, we'll see later. Have pretty basic movements. By the way, are you going for city skip? All right, that's fine. Better play it safe than sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, Sonic moves faster when he's rolling. And he can roll pretty fast downhill. Like his speed keeps increasing downhill like this.
He has like a ridiculous amount of top speed when you roll downhill. So yeah. It's super convenient.
Also, he can spin attack into enemies, he can homing attack into enemies, and he can somersault into enemies. Which we're hopefully just going to skip as much of it as possible. You're going for this looping skip as well?
I'm not going for the looping skip. I'm going to be trying to roll through the looping though, which did work. And as before, since we're rolling downhills, we just go down like super fast.
All right. Could you skip the springs?
No, that's not what I wanted. This works as well, sort of. Not my full intention, but whatever.
Let's just forget about it.
Yeah. Here I'm going to be jumping a bit early just so I can try to do a homing attack on the rail. Because as you can see, if I just land on it, my speed is just terrible.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky in this area. I'll be trying it later in stages of my own.
Yeah. I'm getting a power-up later, which is going to make it super easy. That's like an exclusive power-up to Sonic. Like, there's a lot of power-ups later on that will be like for both Sonic and Shadow, but...
some are for both Sonic and Shadow.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, we won't grab any for Shadow in this run.
We're actually going to be grabbing two.
Shadow is just so cool, he doesn't need the power-ups.
Wow.
Yeah, I just went there.
Yeah, here I'm trying to roll like right at the moment it goes horizontal again. Because if you go off there with way too much speed, you're actually just fly off there and you lose like all your speed. So I try to lower my speed just for that. Make sure I get past the horizontal part. And
to do that, you have to memorize that part pretty well since you can't see where you're going. You can see just behind you. But that was City Escape, and
there's something weird just happened. Would you mind explaining that? Because there was a cutscene maybe a little bit missing.
Yeah, there is indeed a emblem cutscene normally after each stage. Before the run, we set up a quote-unquote glitch that allows us to skip that cutscene. It's fully allowed during runs because... Oh, sad. It's fully allowed during runs because we normally time the runs by in-game time, and it doesn't change anything about the in-game time. It just makes your attempts a bit faster.
Aim for the cockpit. That's
And I
its
just noticed that
weakness.
Bigfoot's sound is missing actually.
Yeah, that's what's kind of messing me up right now because I'm usually using some audio cues for this one. Sometimes the game is a bit glitchy with audio, what I've noticed.
Don't mention it, you know.
So yeah, this is just doing without all extra sound effects. Whatever. Oh, he talks though.
Yeah. It's just the engines that normally would be making sound that you aren't hearing right now.
Yeah. Also, by the way, normally you fight this boss like he'll keep flying around for a while and then he lands after a bit. I'm using those boxes to just gain that extra bit of height there, just so I can make sure that I can hit him early and don't have to wait for all those cycles. With the missing audio, it makes it a little bit more rough making those cycles.
And you made it.
Anyway,
But we're now in a Knuckles level, and oh, this seems to be quite nice.
yeah.
All right, so Knuckles has to, also Roos has to, collect the 3 pieces of the Master Emeralds, and then you progress to the next level. Where the pieces spawn are random to a certain extent, because the pieces, there are set amounts of spots pieces can spawn, and as you saw, Frosty checked a PC, a flying monitor it was,
Wait, oh my God,
for a hint. Oh, that's free piece.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
Oh.
behind you now. Back down.
What?
There.
I don't see it. What? The screen is moving too fast.
It's flying over. It's there.
Oh, it's that
There
piece.
it is.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's also something can happen. We can just spot pieces outright.
Bird box in the shade is
yeah.
back there. Wait, no? Huh?
Box in the shade.
Bird box in the shade. That's. Oh, that's.
It's I think it's up top. Yeah.
It's been a little while since I practiced this stage. Like normally this. I thought this was. I'm stupid. I think.
There it is. Yeah, it's somewhere
it's
beneath
this
it.
one. Like this,
Yeah.
the annoying thing is like sometimes you get the same hint for like at different pieces.
Yeah, that's got lost in translation.
Yeah, so like for example, if I get the hint for a bird box in the shade at like the first or the third piece, it can actually just indicates a completely different spot. And
Yeah, that
I
will
think I
be-
just confused you.
That would be
there.
more noticeable in later stages if we get that bad luck. But we have to now fight Dr. Eggman as Tails. You're going for this thread?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh yeah, Tails can actually do this thread, I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm more of a dark. I run Dark Story more.
yeah, like this fight is pretty easy at the start. Eggman just basically starts running towards you, so you can just
Yeah.
match your shooting.
We'll
pattern.
see all boss fights out of the other perspective as well.
Because yeah, like basically the hero story and dark story tell the same story, but from different perspective. So right now we're doing the hero story, which is doing it from the part of Sonic.
I noticed I
Tails
forgot
and
to turn
Knuckles.
something off.
On at one time.
Which is?
I forgot to turn off my practice cheats. I still have
Uh-oh.
99 lives.
No one noticed.
So this run is invalid.
Whatever. It was gonna be a co-op anyway. Is there leaderboards for that?
Nah, it doesn't. No worries.
So yeah, the Tails
Just,
stages.
Don't die.
Yeah, don't worry.
And,
So
I'll turn it off in between stories.
that's fine.
Oh,
Oops.
we'll still have 99 lives though.
Yeah, let me tell a little bit about these Tails. I was trying to go for a little skip there. You can skip that elevator, just walk over the fence there. It's pretty tight, but yeah. Overall, these max stages with Tails and later Eggman as well. Overall, this stage definitely shows how sometimes how optimized this kind of levels can be, because the mech, if you want to make a turn with a mech in a mech suit, you lose like a ton of speed. Which,
Yeah, it's terrible.
so you definitely see me jumping a lot around corners, because actually if you jump, you don't lose as much speed. You still lose a little bit, but overall you can see like if I make some jumps here, I don't lose all my speed by just having to make turns there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
I was a little bit optimistic there. Luckily there's a checkpoint right here. It's fine.
It happens.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta hit this robot over here earlier when I was still on the... skipping the elevator, by the way, just standing on the back there. I actually shot that enemy super early, like through the wall. That way
Yeah.
we don't have to wait for the gate.
Collision is more of a guideline in this game.
Isn't that in any Sonic game?
Yeah, true. But this game is special. You'll see later.
Yeah, overall, to progress a lot during this stage, you need to Like with both of the stages, a lot of doors open when you defeat all the enemies in a room. And in this level, it's actually quite a bit.
I'm now noticing there are more audio things missing.
Yeah, or we're not. I don't hear any shooting noises or whatever.
Yeah, this is odd, but we can't really fix it right now. It's not on audio's. It's not audio's problem. It's my laptop being weird again.
Yeah, it might sometimes also be like a weird setting in the game. Like I think that's like a separate thing where you can turn off or on sound effects. Maybe returning that on and off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but almost 2 flats. Not too bad.
Yeah.
That was a little tough.
Not my greatest stage.
Like we said before, these max stages are weird.
So yeah, in this stage, Metal Harbor, we're actually going to be getting the first power-up, which is going to be required for Sonic because we actually need to do some light dash. Let me explain actually the power-up. It's going to be the light dash, and overall I want to also try doing these spin dash jumps. If you jump right after doing a spin dash, you can cross very large gaps. But now we get the light shoes, and with the light shoes, if you stand in front of a row of rings, Sonic just quickly follows them, and for Sonic it's unfortunately required to have some of these because some of these gaps are just too big to cross, and it's also not very out of the way. Also here I'm skipping some loops and skipping some of these dash pads because they're slow. Loops overall are slow. This is so weird playing without audio sound effects.
Yeah, you just have to kind of go with it. I normally play without audio anyway. I just listen to music. During attempts and all.
I'm very used to having like all the sound effects.
But we at least have we can now even hear the soundtrack of the stage even better.
Is this gonna be a sound effect right now? Is it actually gonna work? Oh yes, this one works. All right, it launches in 15 seconds. Oh. Can I do this jump? Oops.
Yeah.
We launched the rocket early. So yeah, a weird thing about slopes is if you do a spin jump off of them, you can get some really weird angles. And in this case, since that one is pretty steep, Sonic can just jump up super high, just skipping that entire section to the top of the rockets. Well, not the entire top. There's a higher spot you can go and you get more points for that. Overall point, also loop skip. Okay. So yeah, overall, at the end of each stage, we also have a score. For this run, it's not going to matter at all what score we get at the end of each stage, because we get an E rank now, which is the worst rank. There's only one real category where this is really the thing, which is 180 emblems, where you actually need to get all A ranks to get all the emblems.
It's a cutscene.
Yes.
This is why you choose Ingalls.
That blue hedgehog again of all places.
I found you, faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my
Make you eat
fake.
those words.
So yeah, well, Frosty goes through this fight as quick as he can. I'll explain a little bit of what happens with the weird dialogue. This game was originally made in Japanese. So some of the audio cues, or when the game tells to start certain audio segments, is also still for Japanese. And the Japanese voice lines are shorter. So that's why Sonic rudely interrupted Shadow.
Oh, okay. Fine, I'm still on the stage. Alright, I'm just gonna play it safe. Just let him do a homing attack and then attack him from the back. Like after he does a homing attack, he's invulnerable for a little bit, especially if you go from behind. Don't take that out of context.
You can see the flickering.
Yeah.
So it has green forest. A stage that can drive you absolutely insane. Like a lot of these stages.
Yeah, you already saw that we had this time limit of 8 minutes. Even casually, I never got close to that.
Is it 8 in this version?
Yeah, it's 8 in this
I know
one.
White Jungle, the Shadow version of the stage, is 10.
Yeah, for some reason, like, he has a 2-minute advantage, I think, in this cutscene. Apparently, this little thing we see here takes 2 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we got 8 minutes over here. But overall, it's still a pretty simple stage, and we definitely don't need the full 8 minutes.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to reboot the game after you're done.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, I want
Just playing this without sound effects is so weird.
Yeah, that might be a byproduct of having weird stuff during emblem skip, glitch setup.
Oh well, but yeah, this stage, so far it's pretty straightforward. We just, as before, we try to roll down slow because that's faster. Gonna be going for a loop skip here, a little bit of a blind
You do
fall,
this?
but
You do it that way?
yeah. I don't know how to do it the correct way. I pretend I know how to run this.
No worries, I've got enough
Oh.
time to fix the run later.
Wow, are you saying that I'm gonna break the run? I mean, the skip worked out, right?
Now you go for tree skip, right?
Hey, can you look the other way for a moment?
Sure, I'll just look at my Sonic plushie right now. It's really cute. Just look at this. Look at this little plushie.
There's a little cool strat I go for here, though. Like, if you do a light dash, if you just mash the B button, which is the button that triggers like every kind of special move, you can actually avoid having to wait to jump all the way up and drop down again. It's a nice little skip there. That's what you meant.
Hey, you made it up the tree skip, right?
Exactly. And
Now
also,
yeah.
invisible walls aren't always a thing, so we can just jump over there. And
Yeah, collision is
stick
a
to the end
joke.
here.
I really want to show it off during Cosmic Wall, but that's a story for another for when we get there.
Yeah. We're almost to the end here. Like, we still got 6 minutes 16. I hope I have enough time to finish. Quickly running over these things, hitting that spring, and then making
nice.
it there.
Yes!
Probably,
That's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
probably the most straightforward Sonic stage out there.
Yeah, Sonic stages are luckily pretty straightforward.
For now.
Luckily, you know, even for the speedrun, they're pretty straightforward.
Oh, yeah. Also, cutscenes. We just skip all the cutscenes. We just match start in between every level.
Yeah.
Also-
Now we go to Pumpkin Hill, the stage with one of the nicest soundtracks.
Yes.
Play sure feels
And I'm
haunted.
trying to go for a little text box skip over here. We need to grab this power up, which is straight in front of us. But if you actually activate the hint right before, oh, I avoided it. You can skip that text box if you right before it grab the hint and then grab the power up. Also, Forgotten Hut. That's on. I believe it's over here. Yes, it's. back
Luckily,
here.
you know, I'm very rusty on hero story, so I.
I know approximately where it is.
At least in the right direction, just so you can always fly around a bit.
Yeah, I saw it. Oh, it's. I think it's up here. Oh,
No,
it's further down.
It's further down.
I know this game. Everyone in the Sonic community is gonna judge me now that I don't know this.
I still have to show off my board.
Oh, there it is. It was on the right side. So yeah, 2 more left. Let's see. Let's just. There it is. Oh, wait.
Scarecrow protecting a container.
That's. I believe that's.
Yeah,
on
the
this
pizzas
one.
are also within proximity of one another, so you can't have 2 pizzas spawning next to another. They're the other side of the mountain,
Back here.
and then down down somewhere.
I thought it was that one.
No,
It's closer.
this.
Oh, right. It's actually in.
Don't get the chokey.
Oh.
Be careful.
Oh, right. It's underground. There we go.
If you're going to the Chow Garden by accident, we are petting a Chow.
Yes. A place where you can. Ah, that's such an annoying hint because it can actually be in like 3 different spots.
Which
so
one?
it's,
Yeah,
so it can be back there, it can be at the middle of Church Mountain or down here. Normally I get it down here, yeah. Alright, second try, so
It's closer.
it's over there.
Rats.
Ah, close. That would have been spiked if
Come
I
on.
actually. It's more to this side. Okay,
There
good
we
enough.
go.
145.
Just blame RNG.
Can I blame the controller? I never play with this controller, look.
You can't.
This is
Oof.
perfect.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, since we're playing on the same laptop, it's just annoying switching controllers mid-run. So.
This game is really weird when it comes to the different controllers and.
This stage is gonna be so nice now, though, because normally this stage is just so much noise.
Yeah,
of
that's actually-
robots shooting and everything.
Jet engines. It's now.
Now we can actually
tranquil.
appreciate the music. Like, come on, Sonic music is the best.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here I'm gonna be going fast here to barely make it up here and still jump down. It actually skips a trigger of a platform falling down here, which hopefully lets us able to do a nice little skip here. Oh, I didn't. I messed up.
Doesn't matter.
So yeah, I'll explain that a little bit what I tried to do there.
Shall I go and you just play?
Oh yeah, that also works.
So what Frosty tried to do was a hover jump. In this game, we can, with a max suit, so to get the hover upgrade, you can hover, as the name implies. If you jump and start hovering as soon as you jump, you gain extra height, and the more frame perfect you do it, the more height you gain. You can do that more easily with pause buffering.
Yeah.
So I think the game either passes on the frame, unpasses on the frame it passes, or the frame right after. Gonna.
There we go.
There we go.
As you can see, that just gains so much more height than you would get with a
Yeah,
regular
that's
jump. It's not really intended that you gain more height through that.
Yeah, don't mention it. It's in the game, so I think it's intended.
Hang on. I'll just say.
Oh yeah, I always forget that.
A little skip here. You can just do that. Also, instead of walking all the way around, I'm gonna let these weights drop and hit a switch. That switch allows us that these weights don't drop down once we get up there. But it's also very convenient of getting the weight up again, so we don't have to walk all the way around.
Yeah, and the way all the way around is very slow because we have to walk uphill in a spiral. So two things Max don't like.
So yeah, here we're gonna just fly over. With the hover engine, you can just skip so many parts of levels. So far, we're doing just the small skips, quote unquote.
Yeah, this is what I meant with going uphill. Max don't like it.
It's super annoying. That's why I'm also gonna be trying to keep my momentum through those things there. It went pretty nicely. Like if you accidentally are a little bit too far down, you can just walk against the next platform and it just stops all your momentum. And you know that's the most important things with max ages. Keeping your momentum most of the time. That's usually how you improve the most on these levels.
This was my favorite max stage back in the day when I played this on GameCube.
I did it!
Other than mine is actually gonna be the next one, I think, for Tails. I think it's the next one. I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was a little tough.
And also nice, all the ads in the background for Sonic.
Sonic related things, yeah, Chows in space. I wonder when the series is going to continue.
Yeah.
I think there are like 3 around. Oh yeah, Frosty's now checking for 3 pieces. In this cutscene you can already spot some, but I don't think you saw any.
No, I checked most of the spots that you could check, but unfortunately there weren't any. Like for this stage, overall it's usually best to have like low water levels, so that's why I always go up here first. Because then you can actually access as good as everything. First one is going to be back here.
2 more left.
I'm actually not breaking that crate with the B button because you can actually accidentally grab the hint, and there's a little bit of a cooldown before you can grab your next hint, so that would have meant that I actually had to have to wait a bit before I can grab a new one. Wait,
No, it's not here.
should be.
I think it's below.
It can be either on top or below. In practice, I actually got the same hint, and it was above it. Stair-shaped brick room, that's fine. Oh, at least it wasn't Into the Abyss. Into the Abyss is the worst piece ever in this stage. This one is alright. We have to go down here with a little bit, do slow swimming. As you can definitely see that swimming is slow. That's why we usually don't want to swim at all on this level. Nice that we can hear a lot of the music of everything clearing.
This is perfect.
I might just not restart the game. Who knows?
All right. Okay, this is a pretty unique stage we're gonna be doing here.
This is a driving stage, and there's quite a bit of tech in here. And I think with the audio being weird, we aren't going to hear at this stage. But one of the things you can do in here is snaking. And snaking is something special because these cars have a maximum speed. We can use a boost to gain a little bit of extra speed, but then we will slow down again. But now what we're doing is mostly constantly drifting. And so what that happens is we can't naturally gain speed. And Frosty's just going to do is
showing off.
Show off on us all. He's flexing.
Oops.
I'm getting closer.
So yeah, he's now driving backwards. It doesn't reverse the controls. It just looks funny. So we can now see the front of Tails. Quite horrifying.
Just its dead stare. Like it doesn't change its face at all.
But about snaking. During snaking we can't naturally gain speed. But we also don't lose it. So we can keep our boosting speed throughout the game.
Yeah, and especially if we're going downhill, that also builds up a lot. How did I do that?
How did you do that? That was interesting. That's
that never happened before.
That's very unfortunate because we have to start from the very beginning.
Yeah, there's no checkpoints at all. Even though we go through these labs, we just don't get a checkpoint or anything. It's fun. We can do more of this stuff. We can do... Should I go backwards again? I think it was funny enough for once, but... Oh, whatever. That's usually the easiest spot to set that up because you just get a downward tilt afterward.
Yeah. And now we're driving here for a while. The stage is pretty much an auto-scroller from here on out if you're good enough. So, host, do you have anything to say for us?
Sure. We've got a €5 anonymous donation with no message. We've got...
Thank you.
That's all for now. But we do, of course, have the Bid Wars coming up. That's still going. It's still only like €2, €1 difference. So with €2, you can snipe it and keep these guys in doubt or whether or not they'll actually have to play the last level or not. So
who's ahead now?
right now it's still Frosty. Nothing's changed.
Oh, come on.
But you know,
you
just
see
€2 and it could be YESr. Come on, guys.
You guys might think that it's an honor to play last story, but none of us wants to do it actually.
we neither of us really runs it.
Yeah,
so,
all the more reason to donate, guys.
Yeah, like if you want to see failure, then yeah, it's definitely gonna happen there. Just do you like to see Phil more, me or YESr? Also, probably the most annoying corner that definitely didn't steer in properly.
Don't forget to keep a boost for the last straight.
Yeah, like at the end there's still a lot of rings though. Like, oh, we should mention that if you grab a lot of rings, that's when you get boosts.
Yeah, I think it's in increments of 20.
It's weird. It starts with 20, but then later it becomes more and less. And
yeah, I think it's 20 from the point you grab rings or something. I don't know. Like, all right, last straight here.
Yeah, and I got another boost here.
And
so.
the cars will just despawn.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is luckily still pretty high speed, so actually this section normally takes super long if you don't drift. That's
during the Rouge version of this stage, Route 280, you will hear the downside of snaking.
What? Are you saying that those sounds are bad?
Rip headphone users.
What stages after this again? Is that hit him the desert already? I think so.
Yeah.
Hey, hit him base.
Another stale stage.
I actually really like this level casually, but the speedrun isn't super great. Because there's actually...
we're gonna go out of bounds.
Yes, for little bits. I'm not gonna do all the full out of bounds skips, but I'm definitely gonna do some. Also, normally you have to break the dynamite on the bottom of these platforms. However, we can use some convenient things to just keep from preventing to do that.
So it just went out of bounds for just seconds. But if you go out of bounds for a longer way and skip a bit more stage, clipping back in might just be a problem.
Yeah. Also, we use... sorry.
Yeah, because you have to hit the wall exactly... Well, you have to spot where exactly two walls meet. And if you don't get that...
Try that once more. I'll just go this way. I wanted to do hover there to make this tiny little skip. You can just fly immediately back to these platforms, but it saves like a second or so.
It's all about the frames.
But yeah,
yeah, sometimes the camera does this.
Okay.
Old games do that, you know?
And as you can see, these pulleys have some weird mechanics. If you jump up while still moving up, you actually keep the momentum. For most pulleys, there are some pulleys that just don't do that for some reason. It's super weird why some of those don't do it. But yeah, we can use that extra bit of upward speed to, you know, skip little sections. For example, over here, we can just instantly jump to the next one. Still getting used to the pause buffering. Maybe I should just use...
Maybe if you just double tap quickly, I think you'd be better off for now.
Also, breaking these doors overall is kind of slow, especially if you have to stop for them. Since, again, we would lose our momentum if we actually... Oh, I'm trying to go fast. Fine, I'll wait for the camera to turn. But yeah, overall, we want to try to avoid these doors because, you know, having to wait for doors just sucks. So we can definitely... Luckily, we can skip a lot of... Oh, come on. There we go.
There you go. I'm mashing too quickly with pause buffers.
See, that's why I'm always scared about going out of bounds, because sometimes it breaks your camera and... Hello? There we go.
Like I said, old games and cameras don't go well together.
Oh.
You know a game is old when the camera just doesn't cooperate.
Right.
Like this. If
I was trying to get to the back there. Oh, well.
Oh, well, all the way back here.
I'm definitely not gonna put a very nice hero story time here. You have to save it with Dark Story and actually save some time, maybe.
I'll do my best.
Trying to go too fast.
Yeah.
We're definitely not cheating though. Luckily, we still have some lives.
I'm very sorry about that. That was just my stupid mistake.
Well.
You were supposed to remind me to turn it off.
Oh, so now you're saying it's my fault?
Yeah, otherwise it would be my fault and I don't like that.
Fair enough. Alright, now I actually didn't zip down. Like, if you hit very specific points in out of bounds, especially around walls.
If you just hug walls,
Okay.
the hovering max will just not instantly zip down, but will go down very fast.
Yeah.
And some walls also have collision from the outside, some don't. It's kind of weird.
Super weird. That's why there's like one skip in this stage where you actually go through like way much more walls. But those walls are just so finicky on...
Like I said, you have to hit it between the place where two walls hit.
Yeah, and at
weird.
specific angles.
But we have Pyramid Cave now.
Pyramid Cave, hey, we're gonna get the best power-up in this game.
One of the most broken ones for sure.
Yes, because I should probably explain that a little bit. Well, no, I'll do that in a bit, once we get the actual power-up.
I can do it for you. Just focus on play and I'll just...
So
That's very nice.
Yeah, if you hit like certain slopes with like for some reason that
You really like to do somersaults, don't you? Are you going for snake skip, by the way?
No. Right. That works. As you can see, walls sometimes are a bit weird. That if you have a lot of forward momentum, it can convert that into upwards momentum.
Which we will see with this upgrade.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, the bounce bracelets. If we hit a wall at a lot of speed, normally we would lose all speed. But here, if we bounce, there we go. The horizontal speed gets carried over into vertical speed. And we just gain a lot of height.
Yeah, and the game doesn't really think that you can get that high. Also, I accidentally hit that.
So now we're gonna get a Hugging Ghost. Gonna set this up.
Oh, kind of rough.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird spot. You can clip through this wall. There's a gap. There we go.
And I think I hit the switch. It's kind of annoying without audio whether to hear if you hit the switch or not, but...
We'll be fixing it soon, don't worry.
Yeah.
We just have to set it out.
Yeah, so in this section normally you would have to deal with all these ghosts and such. This is just... But since we're going so fast by just rolling, it's just... They don't bother us at all. Also, it's still Sonic stages, so we're still going for loop skips and such.
Yeah,
over here.
Not going for this one.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, snake skips later.
Don't mention all these threats that I... Oh no, oops. I tried to do a bounce there, but still had a bit too much sideward speed. Like if I go at the wall at an angle, it still keeps that angle. It's not like...
Do note the music in the stage is really cool.
Yeah, true. Alright.
Hey, like if this one had lyrics, you'd probably be able to imagine it.
Yeah. Use this. You don't want to drop down there. It's just annoying. There's many spike balls. There's ghosts and everything.
I don't like spike balls and ghosts.
Who does?
Spike ball and ghost collector.
Yeah, fair. Here, I'm just gonna play it safe. I don't want to risk missing the final jump right here. So yeah, that was the goal ring, and now we get to the most fun Knuckles stage. I wouldn't say it's the worst treasure hunting stage because that one is a dark story. But this is definitely the most annoying treasure hunting stage in the hero story. Because yeah, we get to the Death Chamber, and the Death Chamber is has a lot of hallways, lots of rooms, lots of these doors that we need to open. Just storage, I think that's in blue.
Get the hammer gloves and use them to
Omochao sounds so weird. What the hell? Buy Omochao. The green room, see? In this stage, I always grab an extra hint or two because I'm just always so confused. I didn't see any extra pieces so far. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna be going for...
It's closer.
Oh. that's in here. Oh my god, I'm playing.
2 more left.
For this, I'm quickly gonna grab a hint computer here and see where it leads me. If it's actually in a pretty bad spot, I can actually decide to go for a strat here. Come on, read it! Okay, huge black wall. That's not in a super.
Yeah,
no,
you
that's
might
not
as
in a
well
good
just
spot.
kill yourself.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a dead warp here because for the second piece, once we died,
I
actually.
thought I saw a free piece right there, but it's gone now since the pieces have reset.
Oh. I'm gonna do it once more because why the hell not? Yeah, okay. Now, as you can see, now the piece is actually in this room.
Mutant beasts.
Yeah, it's like right in front of his face here.
It's closer.
Or is it? Oh, it's actually in here.
1 more
There we
left.
go. So yeah, the second piece has actually kind of high odds to being in this first room. I was looking down. Oh, there's one of those 2 secret rooms, and I never know which of the 2 it is. Why am I going to the middle for that, though?
Small room with 4 pillars.
I'm gonna grab the third hint and actually get the hint on which of the 2 it is. Because I completely forgot. Okay, it's the next one next to the blue room. There's like 2 very similar rooms, but they're like on completely opposites of the stage, and I just don't want to run to one part of the stage and then realize that it was the other one. So, going to blue room. And normally when you play this casually, this is like probably one of the most annoying pieces to get.
We killed Omocho. Good. No one likes Omocho.
This one specific piece, the Raider doesn't beep at all because his room is just so far out of nowhere. The only one is looking down. One's over here. Don't die, please. Just get there. So yeah.
Finally, we're out of here.
That chamber, always a mess. But yeah, there's like one very similar room to that, and that's like in between the red and the green room. This one is in the back of the blue room.
Yeah.
If I would have gone between red and green first, then it would have just been. Or is it the one between red and blue? That's very similar.
Oh, we're gonna get King Boo Boo. Boom Boo. Are you going for the 1 cycle?
I'm gonna go for the 1 cycle, I hope. So yeah, this is King Boom Boo. He starts by chasing us, and the goal here is to hit the hourglass that's behind him, and then we can chase him and actually hit him. Once you get a hit in, though, he goes at a very, very high speed, which normally the game doesn't want you really to be able to hit him at that point anymore. They want you just to do 4 hits, which means 4 cycles, which is just really, really slow. However, we can keep up our momentum, barely, to be able to make this work. So I'm gonna be trying to time correctly here. Oh,
Nice.
That's not gonna
At least
work
you got
now.
a second hit in. Maybe a third? No, you're not gonna get the third. You are. 4th. Come on.
So weird to do without audio cue, like whether. So yeah, preferably you want to, if you have to do 2 cycles, you want to actually just do 1 hit on the first one. But maybe I should have stopped because now he's gonna do much longer attacking pattern.
Well, you tried. You almost had it.
Yeah, like I normally want to try to let him keep running the same way because then it's much easier to chase him. Since I had to turn around, I actually had to have a little bit of extra time setup. Also, we shouldn't run too fast here because then he actually turns around and it's even more time loss. So 1 more, I think, if I counted correctly. I want to make sure he starts breathing flames. Luckily, that audio cue still works.
Yeah.
Because in this phase, earlier we already ran forwards, backwards much earlier, but during that stage, you can still turn around if you... oh. There we go. Alright, there he goes. 2 cycle.
Oh, well, it could be worse. Could be 4.
True. I'm just looking at my timer. I feel so ashamed right now.
I have more than enough time to make myself look like a fool, so...
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
One of the
Golem.
very few boss cutscenes you can actually skip at the start. So weird. So yeah, this is Golem. You need to get on top of his head. That's where its weak point is.
Gonna take it slow?
I'm gonna play it slow just because it's very consistent if I do it that way. He has a certain... If I do it like this, he has a very overall pretty fast attacking pattern, which we can utilize. There's one attack in particular that just takes much longer than the others. And if I just play it a little bit safe like this...
If he goes for the headbutt, though, you will go for the hit, right?
No. I'm inconsistent at that as well. Why are people letting me run this at BSG?
Good question. You want to relay this?
Fair enough. But yeah, as you can see, now he does the headbutt attack. That one is overall still pretty fast to go for this attack. There's one attack where he just starts spinning around, which is just super slow. And there's still one faster strat that you can do in this stage. It's just super tight.
You have to do the weird wall bounce on the ledges you see in front of a golem.
Let me try if we can show it off. Barely though. You can actually, if you get a proper bounce there, you can actually hit him on top like that. If you actually do it during this cutscene, the final cutscene here just glitches out. It's really funny to see.
All right. How many stages do we have left? Thinking out loud. Yeah.
2 with Sonic, 1 with Tails, 1 with Knuckles. And then 3 boss fights.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Eternal Engine, and this is probably it's definitely the biggest skip. Well, maybe not the biggest skip in Hero, so there's one skip that might be a bit.
Are you going for going for Eternal Engine skip?
Yes, we're gonna be doing Eternal Engine skip. Like more recently, a skip has been found that you can actually perform in this room already, which lets us clip out of bounds and do fun stuff. I'm not super consistent, and it doesn't just. I'm just gonna go to the second spot where it's doable. Also, there's a switch back here. I hope I hit it because the audio cue. So yeah, we're gonna be we're going to a very specific spot in the stage where we can actually use one of these doors to clip out of bounds. Like if the door opens and you're in a very specific spot, the door will just push you out of bounds, which is gonna be very convenient. I have so much trouble with my hover bus. I'm just gonna wait just a little bit.
Just play it safe. Playing it safe is faster than dying.
Alright, here I'm doing a little bit of a weird movement. I'm actually doing that just to make sure the weight doesn't drop down there. That way, if we hit that switch that's in the cylinder thingy, I don't know how to explain that, it doesn't drop down and we can just instantly land on it again.
Yeah, and those field chaoses are really annoying. That's what those enemies are called, field chaos. Or imperfect chaos or something along those lines.
Alright, so this is the point where I'm gonna be going for the skip.
There is a story in this game. It's not all that big.
Is this gonna work? No. Then I'm gonna go. The Sonic community is gonna hate me again. This is like the oldest setup ever for this trick, but it's the one I can do. I just can't do the other skips consistently, or the other methods, even though they should be more consistent.
Why don't you go to a checkpoint in case you die?
Oh, fair.
You can die out of bounds.
True.
And on your out of bounds looks look for this run.
The out of bounds for this one isn't too bad though. Oh, that was
Come
close.
on. Yeah, this is a really weird setup.
Okay. Oh, that was. I keep getting close. Like I tried to hit a very specific spot on this tank here to build up enough speed. There we go. Hey. So yeah, now we're out of bounds, and we're just gonna fly for a little bit. Like at this point, there was still like so much of this stage left. I don't think we were even halfway there yet. So at this point, we can just.
We're not living on a prayer.
No. Living on a prayer. Whoa. But yeah, I'm actually gonna using some of the visual cues of when stuff is disappearing in the back to make kind of sure that I'm hitting the right angle here. I think I should go a little bit more this way. And then hopefully, I think I was just way too far left. Should be around here. Yeah, okay. I missed it by quite a bit. I had to go much more right. Because I actually need to go do this green thing.
Yeah, we're now flying towards the end of the level.
Here, since probably the goal ring doesn't make any sound right now, so
no, I can't hear it.
I'm just playing this super safe. There it is.
Yeah.
I did it!
So yeah,
not a very difficult out of bounds, but still worth a clap.
Yeah, like it's normally you use like approximately an audio cue on when you shoot. You can just drop your hover and then later just approximately when you hear the goal ring, you should start hovering again. But since I can't hear it, I just played it safe and just went slow. Yeah, that was the last steel stage, finally. Now we're gonna do a treasure hunting stage. And this one, it's not that bad, actually. For casual play, it's definitely...
It's a bit big.
Yeah. Between the noisy machines. I think that's actually back here. I think.
If it is, it's not a bad piece.
Oh, that wasn't that one. Oops.
There.
Just in case. Yeah, double out. So it's some of these pieces. Everything looks like each other. Looks like very similar to each other here down here. Where is the? Like it's. What was the hint again? Between the noisy machines. That's. really thought that was at the... I think I'm just... Oh, right, it's here. I should
You check. You went around the other way.
Yeah. So yeah, all right, that's first piece. Upper the floating tank. That's not a super bad piece. That's about in the middle level. Like this stage approximately has like 3 levels of heights, which you can maneuver between. These rockets are super useful for that.
You're lucky you have this stage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually gonna be in this thing over here.
One more left.
Doing a screw up attack, and then let's. Actually, the pieces around here. How am I having? I'm getting yellow beeping before I get the hint. I want to know the hint. That's tip of the arc. Okay. I need to go back. I need my.
So yeah, grab spring.
That should be actually a little bit up there.
Yeah, that
Let's
is.
think about it.
You need.
I need the rocket.
Yeah.
I thought I could maybe barely make it with the jump.
I already
but
saw it. It's on the other side. Down.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed it.
I was close though. Wait, oh my god, I'm playing terribly today.
So you get when practice goes well, your run just doesn't. You're almost done. Two more stages.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hey.
The sad thing is, it's like a good stage, and this one is like sub 1 minute, and I took even. Hello, what did your laptop do? Your battery is
Battery's low. I thought you brought my charger.
I thought I put it in. Hey! We're going back.
Don't mind all of those. Yeah,
I'm feeling rumble in the controller, so I have no idea what just happened, but...
Yeah,
That's not rumbling.
Okay.
Second time this happened to me.
Woo. So yeah, this is going to be the last we're going to be seeing, well, of playing with as Knuckles. And this fight is actually going to be relatively fast if I get the right setup for this. Normally, after a while in this boss fight, the bottom floor opens up here, and Rouge really gets out of her way. She starts climbing up and such, and we don't want that.
Go for the quick kill, and if not, just you're better off resetting.
Yeah, so I'm grabbing a ring just...
You're going to safety ring, yeah?
Yeah. And then we're just going to constantly do this screw attack. Because that way you can actually quite easily hit her over and over.
That's not bad.
Yeah, as you can saw, the bottom of the floor just opened. And as you can see, we just get moved up when that happens, which is just annoying. So yeah, that was the last... Well, not really the last gameplay of Knuckles. He isn't last, sorry, so...
Don't spoil it.
Oh, sorry.
Right, I'm going to go to
Crazy Gadgets.
And are you going for Crazy Gadget skip? Is the big question.
No.
Understandable, because that skip is really annoying, and I haven't gotten it once.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't spend more than like a week trying to learn the hero.
Oh, there we go. So yeah, we're basically doing this part upside down, just because you can switch the gravity with these switches all around the stage. But overall, using those is kind of slow, so we want to try to avoid that. Here, using the bounce razors again, just to avoid using springs.
Right.
And here, just gonna go a little bit for a YOLO drop. I'm just gonna fall down here and just perfectly land on the rail there. Normally you should move the gravity to the right and then you can use that rail. Oh. These enemies can be a little bit annoying, but...
Yeah, you have to hit the head to make all of them disappear.
Yeah. So luckily the bounce bracelet is really useful for that. These enemies at one point turn to electricity again, so I didn't want to risk it to just do homing attacks there. Luckily, spin dash jump it's actually faster, so that can be nice to just do homing attacks if you just don't get the right angle. Also, quick light dash there, just so we get a bit more speed. And I'm gonna grab one more power up over here, which we're only gonna use like twice in this entire run. So the one is gonna be for these boxes here. And second one is gonna be in this next room here. So yeah, I should probably tell what it does. With the flame ring, we can break the iron boxes, and those are the only 2 iron boxes we need to break in this entire stage. Also, this is one of the big reasons you need light dash. Besides the ones we already did in Meldo Harbor, but technically there's a huge skip in this level, which just skips like everything, or almost everything.
Yeah, it was in the room where you drop down for the rail. You can go out of bounds. I'm not very good at it either.
Yeah, it's like a very specific angle you need to hit, and it's a pretty tight jump.
Oh, you got the...
I got speed boots, which... so yeah, this final room, it's a huge puzzle normally, but doing it with speed boots actually is a bit different.
Yeah. There are some cases where speed boots actually make you slower.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just dropping through the floor here because actually down there is actually where the goal ring is. Normally you need to do like a huge puzzle with constantly using switches to change gravity, going from block to another block. It's just
made it.
So yeah, that's actually gonna be one more. There's gonna be one more stage left here, but we still need to fight 2 more bosses. One of them is Eggman again, and Eggman has learned some new tricks. I don't know where he found these power-ups. Like, can you tell me in the Dark Story run later where?
Yeah, I'll point it out if you tell me how Tails gets those power-ups in Dark Story.
All right, I'll do that as well. So yeah, he got a big laser. That laser actually hurts quite a bit.
It can hit you 2 times.
Yeah, and at that point it's just super annoying.
But this actually went pretty well.
It was a pretty good fight.
1990. I wouldn't be complaining for sure.
Yeah, there's one attack that Eggman actually used against us that we could use against him as well, which is the punching glove. If we get close enough to him, it's
It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's slow. Your animation is slow. Just don't go for the boxing glove.
No. All right.
So this is the last Sonic stage.
Guess what? I'm actually gonna go for the skip here. I don't do so many of the skips, but this one I actually go for. So.
Ooh, which one?
It's gonna be the big skip.
Ooh, you're actually going for the big skip?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Boy, here we go.
Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna use this rail, jump off, and go in a very weird angle here for a little bit. And I think I should turn around the 45-second mark. If I saw it correctly. I hope that's correctly. So yeah, currently we're in this weird state that we use a very specific angle to move through the stage, and we're currently trying to avoid some dead planes around here. So hopefully that should work.
Come on.
Yeah, because at this point you would have already hit the dead plane. I just hope I wasn't too late. So yeah, currently it seems like almost nothing is happening, but trust me, we're falling. We're falling all the way to the end of the stage. It should appear around between 110 and 115. At least some more stuff. Oh, it should appear about now.
There it is. That's the end of the stage, boys.
Yeah, I went for this very specific setup where I just jump off the rail. Because if I actually pause and hold A, I actually gain a little bit more of extra height.
I'll explain that during my run because I'm going to use it a bit more.
I think I'm barely too... I missed.
No!
I wasn't high enough. I turned around too late. Kind of figured. All right, we're doing that again. Yay!
So, does host have anything to say while we do this again?
Sure I do. We've got a €2 donation from Foxy that's saying, let's raise some money. This event deserves way more attention. Good luck to all the runners. Oh boy.
Ignore what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
No, fair enough. Anyway, as you might have guessed, that €2 donation just put YESr back in the lead for the final story. So, you know, there's still plenty of time, guys. €2, that's all Frosty needs. While I have your attention, I might as well tell you a little bit about who we are. We are the Benelux Speedrunner Gathering. We organize bi-monthly gatherings in the Benelux for speedrunners. We're currently streaming our annual event live from Hotel Asteria in Venray, the Netherlands. We're raising money for the Dutch Cancer Society, which is a nationwide organization committed to fighting cancer while aiming for more cure and a higher quality of life for those already battling disease. All of your donations will go to the Dutch Cancer Society.
Maybe go for the normal strat.
No, I'm committed now.
Should I go on a little bit longer?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go on a little bit longer then. By donating to the charity, you'll be eligible for amazing prizes sponsored by NintendoCore.org. Any donations will get you a chance for one of the daily prizes. Today's prizes are a Dragon Ball Z titanium steel and silicone bracelet and a USB cable protector. By donating, you'll also get a 3 times bigger chance at the grand prize. And for more information about the grand prize, you can follow the link in chat right now. We would like to thank NintendoCore.org for sponsoring the prizes. Nintendo Core is an online store that sells Nintendo goodies of all sorts of other merch. Be sure to check them out at NintendoCore.org. Do I still need to keep going there,
As
buddy?
long as you can.
All right, I'll see what I can do for you.
Why?
Oh
Come
boy!
on!
All right.
Does chat have any questions, maybe?
Chat, send in your questions. Give them a little bit of time to catch up. In the meantime, we want to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel. Thank you to the Esports Gaming Arena for providing us with the gaming monitors for the event. The EJ is home to a variety of on-site gaming events in Alphen aan de Rijn, including BSG bi-monthly marathons.
All right, here we go again. Here we go again. Come on, we've got this. We've got this. All right, this feels much better. For some reason, when I was doing it earlier, it lost sort of its angle, but not completely. It really confused me why that happened. Anyway, here we go again. Please, please, please. Ow.
Did you fail?
No, I didn't fail. This is all intended. I'm doing RNG manip for your dark story, Ren. So it's all gonna be your fault now if you don't catch up. Nah, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Luckily, we took this into account when making the estimates. You're falling for quite a long time.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I hope. We're fine. I hope.
All right, I've got a question from chat.
Please do.
Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Horse-sized duck.
Reasons?
Reasons, it's just one singular duck. You can see always where the duck is. It can't swarm you, it can't surround you, it can't do anything.
Hey!
Hey! Let's go.
But yeah, it's just one entity you have to fight. And if you manage to take down a horse-sized duck, imagine the amount of duck meat you will have.
No problem.
Damn, good point. I'm convinced. Thank you very much, YESr.
I thought about this way too much.
So yeah, we're about to get to the final boss of Hero Story. I'm able to drop down the controller and hand it to YESr. And this fight is actually kind of interesting. I don't know if I have the audio cues to do this fight properly. I don't.
No.
Nope. All right then. It's just gonna be hopefully for visual.
It's a rhythm.
Yeah. Normally I have a bit of audio for this, so I sort of have an idea what I'm doing. 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay.
One more hit.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
No.
No.
No, we don't go.
You know what? I'm gonna play this safe. I don't want to fall off right at the moment, final moment here. So yeah, I'm just gonna let him wait here for a sec, let him use his move, because then he actually just stands still. There we go. Hey, we're done with Hero Story. 55.
Hero Story done now.
This is so disappointing. Like
55, 50 something, you know?
So yeah, let me just mesh through the cutscene first. We can't mesh through this cutscene actually, and actually need to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I actually don't know if you have to sit through this cutscene.
Yes, you do.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna hear good music though. We need to hear it and go through credits.
Awesome job, Tails.
Oh my god, Sonic is still alive.
Yeah.
Like, I finally skipped the entire story about what's going on.
Story? What?
What, there's story in this?
Look at Tails being angry.
Alright, now we get to credits, yay! And we get to hear good music. Alright, I'm handing it to YESr now. He's gonna do Dark Story. You need to save quite a bit of time for us, probably to hit this.
This is going to take some time. So if you just scooch over. We're just gonna switch sheets.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have to take care of Sonic for now.
Yes. Sonic, I'm so sorry that I ruined that run.
I closed his eyes while you were doing your thing.
But we get to listen to good music though.
Certainly.
Fast hearted gun, I don't know why I can't sleep, but it might be tough. Out of control, just living by my word. Don't ask me why.
I actually don't know this song all that well.
Reason. I've got my way, my own way. You should know this part. It doesn't matter now what happens. I will never give up the fight. This is gonna be cringy, the chat's hating.
Yeah.
But I don't care because I am bad at this game.
Farewell, improvise. Farewell.
too. Okay, sorry.
No, I don't mind. I mean, we have to sit through this anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think we took into account the credits.
I think
So-
you did it in the estimate.
RIP estimate?
It's fine. It's fine. Who needs an estimate? Just hire the estimate to like 150 or 155.
I'll just say, estimate is, yes, we do have an estimate. What is the estimate? Yes, we'll finish.
Oh my God! Let's sing along now. Yes.
So I wanna I wanna give a small shout out to the plushies on the couch.
Yes.
Yeah, very comfortable. Shout out to the people actually who brought along those plushies. I see some people actually holding up plushies. I have a Splatoon plushie. It's an orange squidlet. There is a very nice fluffy cat. Look at that, what I can do with this cat. I can just mash it, I can mold it, and it won't mind a single thing.
All right.
We have all the plushies now. Frosty's going to hold them. The
Yes,
credits
yeah.
are almost done. Frosty, you need more plushies.
Yes.
Plushies bring good RNG. More
All right.
plushies
All right.
on his head. His head is still at place.
All right. I think we're okay. Yay!
A small commercial for. Hey, there we go. Dog story time. Woo! So this is gonna be Dog Story. Dog Story is played with Eggman, Shadow, and Rouge.
Hold B button.
And I didn't reboot the game because I actually don't mind having no sound.
Oh, that's good.
It's gonna be fine.
How long do I have to sit like this?
Yes.
Just yes. Uh-oh.
There goes the first plushie.
No, it's not stoned.
All right, I have a small elevator, so I'm just gonna shove this back here and yeah, there we go.
All right. Now I can actually sort of move and talk still. So yeah, the first Eggman stage. We don't have any power-ups yet, which is really unfortunate in this stage because you would have, if you would have the Arbor Jet here already, you don't have to do this entire elevator thingy. Oh no, Toad is moving again. Oh, Toad! I'm for adventure. Oh wait, are we going back to?
Toad is going to dig for treasure down there.
Ah, okay, fair enough. He is a good treasure hunter, like Green Snow, like I showed us earlier, like for sure. You were doing great at Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. That's what I said.
And I just forgot to go for the ring route in this stage, so it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Now what happened? I will never give up.
This
the
is not
fight.
even the right song you're singing. Not that this has a whole lot of...
That was the song in the credits we just heard.
Yeah, now we're having a different song.
I don't know the lyrics for the Dark Story ones.
This doesn't even have lyrics.
I know the Rouge theme has.
Yeah, the theme songs have.
And I think during the credits you have
Yeah,
lyrics.
but credits, you know.
But during, I don't think we really
During the
have any
credits,
during
you
the
know, I can
credits.
go to the toilet and all because you have to play Last Story probably.
Oh, people, you've seen how bad I played. Come on.
Whoa, the lag. The lag is real.
Do you really want us to go even further over estimate and let us do?
I
let me
don't
do
want.
the last story?
I want to have a little bit less lag. That's what I would like. So
Also, I'm very sad that Sonic is like at the bottom of these plushies, so you don't see it. I think.
209. That's actually pretty bad.
Wait, is that Sonic? No, that's Kirby.
All right, I'm going to actually restart the game because I'm getting kind of tired of it. So if Tech would like to go to a small intermission, real quick. Where's my... There it is. I'm actually going to just reboot the game and take off cheats because that's actually really unprofessional.
Yeah. Oh, oops, it's still showing on screen. Whatever.
Doesn't matter. You can't
Oh,
see
everyone
much.
can see that speedrunners are cheaters.
While this is going on, perhaps it's a good time for some donations?
One quick one
Yes.
because we're already loading up the game.
All right, we've got a €5 donation from No with no home saying, looking for a home, sad face.
Oh.
Get that person a home. It's this file. I almost deleted the file.
Story select.
In that case, I would have just
This is Scorpion
hit up my
Sunshine.
100%
Enemy
file.
movement has been detected. En route to intercept and
All
destroy.
right, so now we have hot shots, which will be over quite quickly. I still don't have audio, extra sound effects, so the game is just borked.
Maybe if you go into options, it's just
I
something
screwed up. Doesn't matter. I was my. Come
Yeah,
on.
the boxes are being used again to being able to hit them more easily.
The enemy is stronger than
All right,
you can
this is.
just
I just
double it.
improvised that bit a bit, because my muscle memory just thought I was doing the last hit. So 31 seconds. That's about 8 seconds slower than I normally do.
Oh, I'm right. We don't have the
Yeah, we don't have this anymore.
Hey, look at all those emblems you just got.
I got 18 emblems.
And we got kart racing.
got
Oh, surprising.
And we can now select scene from Hero Story.
Hey.
Hey, please kill me.
Nothing against Hero Story. I know I didn't show it off properly, but it's still fun, Hero Story. Hey, we got new 2-player battle stages. Should we play some of those after the run?
destroy.
Like, it's definitely not that we're going overestimate at all, but
All right, Dry Lagoon, first RNG stage. Pretty terrible.
yeah, like, it's
At the by the foot of the shell. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. This stage can be 16 seconds long or a minute. And I got a free piece up this tree.
nice.
Come on.
I have no idea where to look for the free pieces in these
Only
stages.
2 more.
Only 2 more.
Like, it's
So-
very similar to Knuckles level earlier, but just the fact.
All right,
That's-
this last piece can.
Only 1 more left.
Ooh, let's see what it is. Up and down the stairs. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Woo.
Oh,
That's over here.
yeah, there's like one very, very annoying spot where the piece can. turn
Yeah,
out
I have to
being-
flip out of bounds to get it somewhat quickly. But that was
Yeah.
actually really nice.
Yeah, 37 seconds is really good.
It's not the 60 seconds that is my gold split. Or 20.
Sometimes you just get the god RNG. You get it like once in your lifetime, and then
I've got it like 4 times.
oh,
Like
fair enough.
2 free pieces right in the first area, and then like something like by the foot of the shell.
Ooh, oh, that's amazing. Like the best thing I ever got it was like during
All right,
Death Chamber.
Sand Ocean.
Well,
I hate this stage.
Sand Ocean is terrible.
Those idiots
I will
find my hidden
go
base
to
and
try
science
to get first cycle on the cycles in the stage.
first.
What I have to do first is restart, because during the cutscene the cycles moved. So I'm gonna jump here. This is really weird without audio all of a sudden, without these sound effects. I never noticed this music all that much.
Yeah, normally during these mech stages you just hear continuous shooting and
Noise.
robots breaking apart and such. Actually, a pretty good song.
Yeah.
See,
Alright,
we
I
just
got
want
that.
people to enjoy the music. It turned into sing-along percent after all, so
I'm still on course. And okay, I couldn't make that. I was daring it. It's alright. I'm now on the second cycle.
oh, that's still fine. Second
It's
cycle.
still fine, yeah.
First cycle is just pretty rough.
Because if I die, everything will be messed up. So I knew this cycles by heart because I'm bad. First cycle I have pulled off just a handful of times in practice. I don't even think my PB has it. There's a one faster strat that will have with a frame perfect glitch. But I'm not going to explain it because not worth it. It's really
Like,
cool though.
just know that it's there, and that's all about you need to know.
Alright, I missed that skip, so I can jump on the fence and towards the chow box to skip walking around. And the stage is is all that terrible because the floor is pretty much lava, or in this case, quicksand.
Like, deserts are just annoying in any game. Sonic games, Mario games.
Will I go for merry-go-round skip? Yeah.
Why not?
Right, I got it.
Nice. I would try to clap, but I'm kinda stuck in this position.
I get this, and
Nice.
nice. That saves a couple of seconds.
Yeah, you can.
And got
Normally
the
you drop down there, but if you jump at like right the instant when you hit the floor there, you can just do another jump and keep your momentum there, just so you can basically skip.
I skip
going
destroying one pillar. It says a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. That's Sand Ocean. That's the biggest chokehold in the run for me.
I really like these plushies, but it's really annoying if I have to sit like this for like another hour.
Make him sit like another hour for this.
That means you gotta do the last story though.
To torture you? Yeah, I would.
Oof.
But people, if you want to hashtag free Frosty, you have to donate towards letting him play.
I'll leave that in your donation message, just so we know that you want me to be freed.
All right, so here we have the first shadow stage. I tried to go for a small skip there. Didn't work, so I lost even more time. So yeah, something we forgot to explain, or didn't explain, during Hero Story is something really weird with the somersault hitbox. Because normally with this game, if you want to spin dash, you have to hold B for a little while. If you tap B, you get you do a somersault. But if you hold B and before you do the you charge up your spin dash, you already have the hitbox of the somersault. So you can just run under things you would normally have to somersault under.
Yeah, that's definitely useful to, since you can combine that with like the spin dash afterwards that you get, because you'll get into the spin dash eventually.
Yeah.
But luckily you can use that most of the time to just, build up a lot of speed, because it's still fast.
Double loop skip.
Ooh. Oh, the loop skips. This is loop skip the game.
I was really careful with getting on these rails because the hitbox looks ginormous, but it isn't.
They're super finicky. But I fall down there so often playing these stages.
I fell down there so often that I just think, you know what, I'll lose the seconds. It makes me lose to just, don't have to not having to restart the run. No, I was fine there. Right.
Yeah, these two poles are really, really nice. If you just mash A, you're fine there. Because you have to hit like a specific angle or like a certain. You need to be at a certain part of the pole.
Missed this skip.
That's fine. Yeah, you need to be at a certain part of the pole to actually do your fast jump. So.
Wow.
You gotta go fast. Okay, there's.
Don't know how I lost all that speed there.
Still made it. Nice.
Here we go.
Oh, Yoshi, don't move, don't move. Oh, Yoshi, no. Okay, it's fine. Someone gonna free me with your donations, please.
I'm looking at host. Did someone want to free Frosty?
Free, as in?
Like if he has to play last story.
Yeah.
He get freed from this pile of plushies.
Oh, well, someone tried to, but then the last donation from No With a Home, Without a Home, put YESr back in the lead. But I do have a donation. It's an anonymous donation saying, thank you for going for that huge skip in Sonic Adventure 2. It would be really cool to see it on stream. Probably referring to your stream. Yeah, this was from a while back.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, YESr is in the lead with, I think, 4 or 5 something.
Ooh.
All right.
So yeah.
I'm deliberately going the wrong way for my piece right now because I have to grab an upgrade. The pick nails, which allows us to dig. So.
They're actually they're required in the end, but sometimes you just the first
Yeah,
piece,
they are pretty much required.
like unless you get like super lucky, I guess. But
I
doubt that ever just that.
Because we also have like Mad Space, which is like Rouge's last trash hunting stage.
Gotta be close.
There you have to
Only 2 more.
dig pretty much. The life sentence. Yeah, I skipped this one. I didn't check for it.
This is the Egg Scorpion Chamber.
Thank you for the info, Amachao.
Oh no, it's not this one. But it is this way.
It's gotta be close.
And broken hitboxes. There we go.
Hey.
Conda's egg. I'm guessing red room. Yeah, I guessed right. It can also be in green room.
It's gotta be close.
All right, so we got 3 keys to enter Eggman's base.
And the nice little flying robot in the back
It's a
that
scarab.
just looks at you.
Yeah. As a child, I never knew how to get rid of the scarab until I started
How is
speedrunning
that?
this game. Then someone told me
Like
you just have
me?
to stand in the shadow for like at least a frame. I felt really stupid.
I figured that out as a kid, but I never liked this stage because I was just way too.
I
scared
never
to
liked
do it.
I never liked the treasure hunting stage in general.
I liked the Knuckles ones, just not really the Rouge
So
ones.
this is the space colony Ark.
So yeah, now we're in
The
Space Colony
central
Ark.
control room
This
that
stage
Shadow
is
mentioned
supposed to be
before
very
we left.
dark, but while porting this game, the light engine borked. And it's now just full brightness in here.
Like as you can see, if enemies are killed, it lights up for a sort of a tiny bit here and there. That's normally how you were supposed to see throughout the stage.
Yeah, and you see the red flashing lights. That was also supposed to be a thing, but
Yeah.
there's a button there.
This door is locked.
We,
The
s-
switch
Is
to
it-
we skip
unlock
the
door
boost pads
should
because
be
we walk
around
down
here
faster.
somewhere.
I have to make a habit to not shoot here. Because the balloon, if you hit the balloon in the air, you get a little bit of air time. Extra air time. Well, we now have our very own hover upgrade.
Yeah, just like it's on the hero story side, that can definitely be abused quite a bit. So we'll definitely see that in I think
Now.
and now as well.
I'm gonna do this manually. Just wait for a little while extra. See. Yeah, really nice music.
There are
Ooh,
many
that was
holes
nice.
in the
Yeah,
floor.
nice.
Be careful
That's
not
actually
to fall
pretty
in.
tight hover pulse buffer hover jump there.
All right, we're almost done.
Oof, hitting the fence.
And now we have a small shooting gallery, which Dark Story really likes. So I'm gonna maybe explain a little bit about Dark Story. It's kind of expected that you first play Hero Story, then Dark Story when you play this game casually, because that's how psychology works. So Hero Story is kind of normal compared to Dark Story, because Dark Story tries to be gimmicky. And it's not always a bad thing, but we have like these long-winded shooting galleries. And hey, there's
Also
Big the Cat. Yeah, I forgot to say that. Big the Cat is makes a cameo in every stage. We don't see him in every stage, but this stage is quite obvious where he is.
Yeah. And at this point, it took me so a while to find some of them. Like some are actually really well hidden.
You get nothing for finding them, it's just
Oh.
fun.
Just little cameos, just because.
Because Big the Cat is the best Sonic character ever, fight me.
Oh. The fishing though in Sonic Adventure 1. Fishing.
What's bad about
That's
it?
too
There's nothing
close.
bad about the fishing there. That's absolutely perfect. It should get its own game.
Oh, oops! I hit my mic with a plushie. Sorry, headphone users.
Sorry, everyone. All right, we can now get Coastline and Weapons Bad directly in another Eggman stage, which will be abused quite a bit with the hover jumping. Normally, we would have to get the bazooka upgrade, which allows us to break metal boxes. And
Wow.
I always forget that jet. Now we have skipped it. Sadly, this is also the last Eggman stage where we get to abuse it. Because the next one is also gimmicky. I shouldn't have shot there. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yet again, this is a stage where there's all water. Always water surrounding us.
Yeah.
We kind of have to watch out with our jumps and our hovering. Because if we're at the side of a platform, we're done for.
Yeah, this level, just with all the hovering that you can do by just landing on all these small little things, it actually lets you able to skip quite, well, not enormous chunks of the level, but you can skip like a lot of the corners and
I can skip a nice chunk at the end.
through.
I'm
But
trying to go for Shadow Light Jump, because if I feel not really penalized.
But it's not as enormous as, for example, you know, Cosmic Wall.
Yeah, luckily Cosmic Wall will have a really easy skip. This should
But let's keep people a bit in tension for that one. Find out what happens in Cosmic Wall in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
don't.
Sorry.
Alright, so I can jump on top of that satellite if you have quite a bit of speed, but I lost pretty much all my speed. I'm just gonna fly all this way over here. With satellite jump, you could have flown all the way to the end. But it's here, so that's not bad.
Yosh!
Yosh.
Best quote of Eggman. Eggman, Yosh.
Yeah, I once saw a mod changing Eggman's sprite to Big the Cat, so Big was riding the mech.
Oh my god.
It changed my life for the better.
Yeah. Holding all these squishy is actually starting to hurt because my back is also in just a terrible position.
Well, then you might as well get people to donate.
I dropped one. No one saw that.
I saw it. It was a luxury ball. So now we're fighting Tails.
Yeah, the Tails fight is definitely a bit harder than the Eggman fight, just because Tails is a little bit more
I
evasive.
finished it faster than you did.
Wow. Wow. I'll just leave, you know. You just do the last story. You're in the lead anyway for that incentive. I'm just gonna go to bed.
I can manually change that on an instant.
Don't you dare donate during the credits to make me do it. Someone pick up his phone and make sure he can't donate during the end of the,
All right,
the credits.
so security hall. There's a time limit on the stage, and all right, it says protect blue.
Security halls is like kind of an annoying stage because a lot of time the pieces can be in these vaults, and the vaults, only one set of them is active at the same time. So either the top level vaults, middle level vaults, or the bottom level ones. And if you're unlucky, you have to just go up to the...
Like I have to.
Yeah. So the way to switch which vaults are open is actually all the way on the top of the stage. That's where there are 3 different switches to change between them.
Yeah, now we have red, blue, and yellow. By basic, blue is open, but you can also, before a run starts, you can open up. You can just go into the level, open up a safe set of saves, and then leave, because the game somehow remembers what you which color you had open. So plus RNG, it's looking pretty nice. 3 cylinders. Trying really hard to think where the 3 cylinders was. Oh no, it's yellow, isn't it? Yep, it's yellow.
Yay! So yeah, for this reason, this stage is just
Dark
can be
Story,
super annoying.
Dark Story RNG is a bit more harsh. Gonna climb over here. These piles of scraps are really weird.
Yeah, hitboxes. Hitboxes don't exist in Sonic games. Or they're just super wonky.
In the Dreamcast version of this game, you can actually get your hitbox through the door, the safe door, and hit the emeralds.
Oh.
But you can't on the GameCube version. Because this is pretty much the GameCube version.
Well, they made a few extra changes though. Like in some stages, like one that I at least use.
Yeah.
And the Knuckle stage
If you
has like
really
an
want to be
extra in
technical,
computer.
if you really want to be technical, it's the Xbox 360 version, which is the GameCube version. Which
Oh god,
is
that more is falling.
all right. So well, I flush you up freshly again. We got Flying Dog. Let's see if I can get the manip and the quick hits. So I'm spinning my control stick because I want to get a spin hit. I was way too early. Alright, so I'm just gonna fly right into him. And now we have to fly to the other side of the stage because I can't hit him here.
Yeah, this is of all the flying robots, like we've seen a few different variants of him now. This is definitely the most annoying one out of
This one doesn't land, so I'm gonna hopefully force it. Come on, come. No. I couldn't keep it in the corner. I tried to remember how to do it in practice, but I just somehow couldn't do it.
But overall, still pretty alright.
This flying dog can't be destroyed.
Oh well.
Not bad, huh? I'm pretty strong, all right.
Alright, so now we get White Jungle, which is Shadow's jungle stage. And it's full of small optimization. Nothing big, just all small stuff. Because you can kill seconds by saving frames in this game. So, alright, I'm just gonna do it that way. Skipping that first somersault thing is kinda weird. skipping this. Oh yeah, also a thing I do with while doing a homing attack, I cancel out of my... I made it out of the water. I made it out of the water.
But water
still
just
died.
instant kill
Yeah.
you, which is super annoying.
What I can do during homing dash, or homing attack, I can cancel it out with B to gain a bit more distance, but also lose like my attacking state. If I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, this stage can, while grinding or practicing, it can make you insane.
Hey, we get to listen to nice music though, due to non-sound effects.
Yeah, that's somewhat pleasant surprise. I sure as hell don't mind. Like I said, I normally listen to music anyway.
Yeah, we totally planned for this. We turned off the sound effects so chat can hear more music.
All right, this was
Oh, what?
supposed to go different. I was supposed to go into stop, but I'm just gonna do it this way then. I'll just do it this way because that loop is very slow. Walk in there, bounce up.
Oh, nice wall to run there.
Just a bit of show off.
Yeah.
No, it's not that much faster, but
It's a bit show off. Like, it's weird when you're at like a slope of...
someone has to show off.
Wow, I did show off. It only took me a few tries.
I sure shall did. I can't do that skip, so I'm not the one to complain. So yeah, this was also normally be the stage where we get the light dash ability, but we just skipped it by just one simple jump.
Yeah, luckily,
Let's pick the cat again.
you see Big the Cat so much more often during Dark Story, I feel like. Or I just don't pay attention during Hero Story. One of the two.
And like I said, he's in every stage, but I don't know every single location for him. I do believe he's also in the boss fight stages, and you know what's coming up now, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you saw the Faker cutscene, you cringed back then, you're gonna cringe again now, because Frost is gonna recite all of it by himself.
Oh, am I gonna do all of them now by myself?
Both voices.
Okay, here we go. I don't know. I don't think I don't know this first line because this beginning is a little bit different.
Hey,
That's that blue hedgehog again of all places. I found you, Faker. Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. Oh my god, that's right. Sorry, I can't do two voices at the same time.
Nope. So I'm gonna do it a little bit different than Frosty did. I have my own manip for this. It's not all that much slower than the most optimal way. And that's big. I couldn't show him off.
Oh.
He's,
he's
in a
like
grate in the grounds. If you look really close, you might have seen his hands because he's hanging around there. That really. So just skipping through some cutscenes.
Yeah, at this point, like, similarly wise, like, Dark Story has much more story at the start because we're already at stage 10, while at the Hero Story side we are only at stage 6
Yeah, the story
or something.
also starts a bit earlier because Shadow has to be rescued / stolen from the military.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate weapon that
the
the
ultimate
military has.
life-
The ultimate
Yeah.
life form, that's right.
This story didn't
Cool.
age well.
No. And Eggman just went there to... Maybe I'm just explaining the story now because this is still Rouge stage. It's card driving again. It speaks for itself. So yeah, like, Dr. Eggman breaks into a military base. He finds Shadow there, who's the ultimate life form. Then he tells Dr. Eggman, I think, that there's like a huge weapon up in space or something.
Yep, it's in space.
So that's why the Eggman is trying to get to space to use that weapon to destroy... Well, he's basically blackmailing the world by saying like, yeah, if I use this weapon, I can destroy Earth. So just make me the president of everything or something.
Yeah, standard.
A standard villain story.
Also, if you see while I'm turning, just take a look at my wheels. They're really interesting wheels.
Yeah.
They aren't moving.
And they're clipped halfway through the ground. It's
And not really round as well. They're
Whatever. It's rolls.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, knocking into things slows me down.
Did you find Tails?
So if host has anything to say, please do so.
Just leave it to me.
Sure. Let me grab my sheet here. All right. You can consider using your free monthly Twitch Prime subscription right here on the ESA channel. You will get access to both ESA and BSG emotes, and you get to support both events. Stay updated with our events by following us on Twitter, Instagram, and under the handle BSG Marathon. Get a behind-the-scenes look at the event and stay up to date with the latest news on our marathon, events, and more. And I would very quickly like to remind everyone that we are starting to creep up on that final, story incentive. So if anybody still wants to get the donations in, it's, I think, let me check very quickly here to make sure what I'm saying is right.
Hashtag
Yeah,
free
it's
Frosty.
it's €5 right now for Frosty. So €5 to get Frosty in the lead.
Come on, I don't want to do last story. Come on, you saw how bad I played during Hero's story. Do you want to see more failure like that?
Alright, see it like this. Now, not only Frosty is buried in plushies, but also the Sonic plushie is at the bottom. He's in pain.
Oh, yeah, save the Sonic plushie, please. It's down there somewhere.
I think I could save it without saving you.
Wow.
Just have to reach in there and, put some plushies back in its place. Because
Yeah, they keep falling. I can't hold them all up. Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, mini game. Card racing 2-player versus is now available. Should we do that after the run?
No.
Aww. Oh boy, Skyrill, though.
They're in that blue plane.
Probably like
That's,
the fastest Sonic / Shadow stage.
This is the fastest stage in the entire game. Not to take into account RNG stages.
Fair. I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure Wild Kangen is faster than this.
Because this is technically the shortest stage in the run. And we're gonna make it even shorter. By doing some really easy quick jumps. Do it here. Alright, jumping over here. There we go, we just skipped an entire climb.
Nice.
And let's see.
Yeah.
And that's an
Nice.
homing attack onto a rail.
Nice.
And that puts me up here. That makes me pretty,
Oh.
pretty slow.
Saved it though.
Sorry for the heart attack. Oh, I grabbed the other
Oh.
rail. I normally grab the other rail.
55.
Here we go.
35, not good. I was on the pace for sub 50.
Oh well.
I now have 98 lives because he died once.
Hey.
Why did we die again?
Oh no.
That wasn't so hard.
Touching the water.
Oh yeah.
Then another plushie fell. Slowly but surely, I'm saving myself. Oh, it's back.
For making me play Lost. Alright, now we have to fight the Egg Golem again, but as Eggman, because in the cutscene, after Sonic beats the Egg Golem just kind of regains control over itself.
Yeah.
It's,
some reason.
Weird. So now we just have to chip damage away from him, and doing damage directly on the cracks on his body does extra damage. Also, his left arm takes extra damage. Like his left, not our left. So I'm trying to line it up. Why that arm just takes extra damage, I don't know.
I'll make you pay for this.
There we go, that's Egg Golem. Not very good, but whatever. I forgot the manip for this.
Oh.
The manip, there's like a sweet spot where you can just stand and keep hitting him.
So hey, now we're going into space on this in this story now.
Going into space again. We were in space before to activate the Ark.
True.
So this is Mad Space, the last treasure hunting stage. And the bane of my existence. The container that's not flying. Alright. So I'm gonna climb up here. Not take the rocket up here, just fly. So these are all just small planets with their own set of gravity. I do pick the iron boots here, just for safety. I'm gonna grab an extra hint. The lowest place. So, this stage is a bit gimmicky. like all the other Dark Story stages, because all the hints here are in reverse. The first one was in mirrored, the second one is a blatant lie, and the third one tells you what absolutely not to do. Hopefully you won't see the third hint, because I probably already know what it is.
And overall, this stage is just super annoying due to the annoying hints, the stage being enormously large,
It's gotta be close. 2 more.
and
Let's see. Ah, shoot, this is a free piece I forgot to check.
oh,
Yeah, I always forget to check this one because I get it so very little. It's all the way over there. Almost sniped it. Let's see. Lonely light in the dark. Oh, dear. I'm just gonna fly up here.
Detector readings are reversed. Be very careful.
oh, there we go. Amuchao tells us about it
Yeah,
as well.
I'm gonna tell us about the detector readings, but just the hints that are reverse. Luckily, the detector readings aren't reverse as well, because I wouldn't have been able to finish this stage as a kid. I think it took me multiple hours,
Yeah,
because the way I just play these stages, Knuckles as well, is just fly around and hope I get it.
yeah, that's how I used to play as well.
Only light in the dark. I'm really guessing here. There it is. Somewhere is a light around here. That's just all the way at the bottom.
It's gotta be close.
Alright.
There we go. 2 minutes. That's not all that terrible. Look at the jiggling physics on Rooster's ear, though. Like, modern games can't compete. Jiggling physics on Rooster's
How was
ears.
that?
Super good.
Perfect? Like me?
So now we're gonna go into the Rouge versus Knuckles, but we're gonna play as Rouge. Well,
Hey.
Frosty gets...
More that it keeps the plushies on my lap, because why the hell not?
I'm glad we did this to you.
Treasure hunter. Did you find my
Are you still happy that I'm here? I'm letting us go overestimate by so much now.
Your fault. You're gonna get banned.
Oof.
Hand over those.
Organizing getting banned.
Give them
Oh wow. Alright, who takes over for organizing now?
I think Sonic Plushie.
thought I could do it.
Ooh. Yeah, he can sometimes just hit you instantly like that. Earlier doing this, I went for a ring just in case that
Yeah, I
happened.
never do that backup strat, so I don't really know how it
Pick
goes.
up one ring at a time or else.
And there we go.
As you can see,
Once I got a 13 second time in this stage.
and that's sick.
I think I got it once, as far as I remember. We skipped the cutscene. In that cutscene, Rouge just gives all the pieces of the Master Emerald she collected and just gives it to Knuckles and says, "I'm out. Peace."
Alright.
So yeah,
Cosmic Wall.
Cosmic Wall. Host, I'm just gonna say, prepare to have something to tell for about 2 minutes straight. It's not gonna happen now, just be prepared.
Yeah, the first
yeah.
gimmick you definitely see in this stage is like the super low gravity we have.
Yeah.
That lets, when you use the jet engine, you just are able to jump much, much higher, and it just lets us float for quite a bit as well, which that's going to be used later. Oh,
Ooh dear, ooh dear.
All right, I'm just very quickly going to request the help of chat. Just send in some question, boys. It's going to be question time again.
Smart decision. So yeah, in the other stages, it would have been better to hover as soon as you jump. In this stage, it's the other way around. Hover as late as you can. Pretty much right before the apex of your jump. All right, Mr. Balloon.
yeah, gaining height while hovering is much slower than what you get during your jump, so it's actually better to jump later.
All right, for those who know the current route, I am not going for the new way to perform this skip, and I'm also not going for wall clip. I'm just going for dream skip, as we call it, because I forgot who it was. Once dreamt about being able to clip out of bounds in the stage, and then fly towards the ending, and that's what I'm going to do now. All right, I got in position. I'm gonna slowly. There we go. But we're not in the clear yet. All right, so I have to dodge a couple of death planes. All right. And if we get too close to the rail, the camera will be messed up. So, host.
All right, first of all, we've got a question from Mechakek to me saying, "Host, are you prepared?" Nope, not at all. Then we've got another question from Luna is the best princess to me. Host, what's your favorite kind of cookie? I'm allergic to a lot of cookies, so I can't have a lot, but it's pretty much just plain stuff. BSG Marathon asks, how is your life and did you save the princess? That's a question for you, YESr.
Did I save the princess? I always save princesses.
All right, that's all the questions I have for now.
All right, I hope I...
Host, do you want to know something? Do you want to ask us questions?
How are those plushies feeling right now?
Soft.
All right, good. I made it. So right there, you're seeing the end of the stage. I kind of missed my visual cue. I thought I missed it. I probably just turned too soon. So now spawning into existence, slowly but surely, is the very end of the stage.
It will happen. Oh,
Yeah, there it
comes.
is. Fun thing is that tube, it's not solid, so we can go inside it, but the camera will be reversed, so you look at Eggman's face, and that doesn't make me all that happy. This isn't Jim Carrey.
Aw, the Eggman is beautiful in his own way.
Sure.
I've got another question from chat. Who would win in a fight between Knuckles and YESr?
I'd be dead in a second.
Have you seen those spikes
I don't
on his
think anyone
gloves?
wants to contest that.
Like, I don't know who wants to ask. I'm not muscular at all. I'm frail, I'm small. I'm just nothing. Just Knuckles is like, yeah, I'm probably taller than Knuckles.
Probably. Like if you see Sonic Adventure 1, you can have some sort of comparison with two people.
Yeah, I mean, I could maybe put my hand on his head and keep him at bay, but that's not winning. That's preventing losing and just, you know.
Also, Frosty, chat is very sad that you aren't holding Eeyore.
Eeyore!
Behind
Eeyore's-
you.
It's behind you. It's too
pretty
bad.
big.
Can someone pass him?
Oh God.
All right. So we kind
Thank
of
you. Yeah.
we can still die here, and we're clear.
Yush!
There you go, Eeyore. You did great commentary during Pooh and Tinker's Honey Safari. Let me just mention that.
That was too close.
Yeah, it was too close. Got an E rank.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oof. Should have done the stage normally and score points.
Actually, it's a really easy way to score points in this stage, but it's not important.
Oh.
It has something to do with how the game handles stuff. So something, we gain a lot of points.
I'll never forgive you for this.
All right, so we're now fighting Tails. All right, missed the first hits. Missed the second hits. Come on. There we go, got a hit.
Tails can be a little bit more evasive.
Yeah,
That's-
because Tails has his cannon, like the small cannon, right in front of him. It's to me, it's.
Show you how powerful Cyclone is.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh.
Ooh, he blew himself up. Oh, I blew him up. That does quite a bit of damage.
Nice.
And I nailed it. Woo! 31 seconds. That was terrible. 22 is
yeah.
normal.
So yeah, where did Tails get those weapons?
Oh dear, we're really going over estimate here.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, final chase. The last normal Shadow stage. All right. I wanted to jump off there, but oh well. And I had to dodge a meteor because it would have killed me straight up. And there is a way to fly directly to the end of the stage, just as in Sonic's last stage. But I can't do it because all this gravity stuff just goes wrong with me. So I just did a some sort of a hedgehog pass hover. I don't know if there's an official name for it. But normally, if one of the hedgehogs jumps, they have a certain amount of hover frames. If you do a short hop, you would hit the ground before your hover frames are over. But you can still use those hover frames. So what I did is charge up a spin dash. Hopefully not die here. What I did is charge up a spin dash, hopped over the fence, then pass and unpass with A and keep holding A. So I get my hover frames and just gain enough distance to skip a little bit. There's also a task way to do it with a long jump. I have done it before, but it's really difficult because you have to do a frame perfect input. You have to charge your spin dash on top of the fence, and you can see how small those fences are.
Oh, frame perfect tricks. Well, we're speedrunners. We can do those, right?
Uh-huh. Says who?
Apparently me, who doesn't know any of the tricks in this game.
Yeah, there's also a weird gravity change in here right before where I just was. I'm skipping it because it always goes wrong. And we're already losing time, so I don't want to lose more time.
I'm not even going for the YOLO, trying to save some of it.
I'm really bad at it. I've never done it in a run. I've done it maybe once or twice during practice. Not even today or this week. So this song is pretty nice. It's just pretty much inflating Shadow's ego because it says something like, "I'm the ultimate life form." Because Shadow is, of course, the second edgiest hedgehog there is. And I'm dead.
Luckily, there was a checkpoint right there.
I just hit the checkpoint. Yeah, Shadow is the second edgiest hedgehog there is right now. Fight me if you don't believe me. I just say infinite from Sonic Forces.
That one's slightly edgier.
Not even slightly, just. It's modern edgy, which makes it edgier. Well, Shadow is just trying to be cool, which used to be very cool, like back in 2001.
So nice little skip here at the end. Normally you would have to walk down like an entire.
Yeah, there are also other skips here, but you know.
Yeah. We don't have to mention every single one of them.
Not going for it. And some skips take longer to explain than the actual skip itself.
I guess I'm not at full power here.
So now we're going to fight Sonic.
Hey.
Let's see if I can do this as fast as I can. So normally would be a cutscene here of Sonic and Shadow meeting each other and slowly starting to run faster and faster while trying to impress one another.
Time for me to finish this.
Come on. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset. Yeah, Sonic can use Chaos Control here.
I don't know when he learned that. Like
when he was shot out of the spaceship and had a real emerald with him.
Oh, right.
He was like, hey, if Shadow can do it, I can do it because I'm also a hedgehog. Apparently hedgehogs are all-powerful and mighty in here.
But you need like a Chaos Emerald for it, right? But
he had one.
He had a fake one.
No, Tails had the fake one. Sonic did the old Texas switcheroo.
Oh, yeah. This story doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Hey, that's Sonic.
Hey.
We're not done yet.
No.
There's still a bit.
Yeah, you know that.
I know you guys want this to be over.
I'm so sorry again for being so bad at Hero Story.
So, host, I'm gonna ask the dreadful question: do I still have to do last story?
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing has changed yet.
In that case, I'm just gonna save Sonic, but not Frosty.
Wow. Well, you have like a minute more to donate if you really want me to do it.
Technically, everything can still happen within that minute, but right now he's in the lead.
And I saved Sonic, so yeah, we have about until the end of the credits.
Sorry, I'm gonna put the plushies down.
If you put the plushies down, you're gonna have to do last story.
Whatever. I need to redeem myself.
Oh!
Oh no, there are whittled egos. What's up, Xita?
All right, I'll do it.
All right, Xita's mentioning to us that he doesn't want us to ruin the schedule. I really hope he'll make his estimate because I heard that he went 7 minutes over estimate in his practice run just now. So
yeah, Xita. You didn't even finish the rando. Now they do. Not finishing doesn't count as making estimates. Like, we're probably gonna go about 10 minutes over.
Because we still gotta do one more story. I haven't.
We can throw him out of the venue.
I don't think he immediately can. Let's not go there. Okay.
Yeah, we just
Alright.
have to wait this one out.
Yeah, we gotta watch the credits then. Did anything happen yet?
Yeah, change of plans. As
Uh-oh.
it stands right now, Frosty's running it.
Who donated?
Let me very quickly check. It's no with no home again, saying, do it.
Give you a home.
Wait, what did the estimate change into? I can't read it. As long as they need. See, we're gonna make that estimate, see that?
Well, if you can't do it, I'll just take over for you.
Wow.
Because let's be honest, in practice, I did a little bit better than you.
You didn't see my level after it, though. I actually made the root skip.
What did you say? What did you
I
make?
did do the root skip. So yeah, I think we should probably cut it about now because we're at the end of the credits, so...
Yeah, I'm just...
Okay, then I'll cut the estimate here.
Yeah, so I guess I have to do this now.
Yep.
All right, I guess I'm heading over there.
Don't send on my cables, please.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to go fast here, but...
Just please, just don't... you have to
Yeah.
go and
Hey, there we go. All right, guess I'm doing lesser. You can now select things from the Dark Story. That was a lot of fun.
yeah. New Game Plus, it is actually a category. Not all that much different from normally.
Yeah, that's only like the only thing you really have is like the power-ups early on, which...
I'm
make-
gonna join on the couch. This is way more comfortable than this.
All right, fine. It was a fun running with you.
Was it though?
So yeah, now we can do last story. We get to the part of the story which happens afterwards. And what really happens here is, what was the story again? It was all a trap set up by Eggman's grandfather, I think it is.
Yeah, Dr. Robotnik Senior, who got really pissed because they killed his daughter.
Yeah.
I'm not just over-exaggerating here. In a cutscene, she does get shot. Straight up.
Oh, camera, please. So yeah,
So something happens and we have to turn off something.
Turn off something.
A lot of something in this run. Something, we have to do stuff. And in the process, we will activate or awaken the prototype of the ultimate life form, Biohazards, which is pretty much Shadow's big brother.
Okay, yeah, I clipped it. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, this entire stage is like, oh no. There we go. I need to hit this again. Come on. I'm so bad at this trick. So yeah, for this stage, we're gonna be using 5 different characters throughout this entire level, which are gonna all have their little sections, and at the end of each section, you know, we switch to the next one. So we start off with Tails and Dr. Eggman, like we do both hero story and
Yeah, they in the cutscene we skipped, they decided to band together to save the world. Because Eggman doesn't want to destroy the world, he just wants to...
rule it.
He wants to rule it, yeah.
Or something like that. Or he just wants to defeat
This was back when Eggman was still like evil instead of stupid. Because we can all agree, in modern Sonic games, Eggman is just stupid. Straight up stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, also throughout this entire stage, you see these little switch thingies, which...
They stop time.
Yeah, I barely missed that segment.
Yeah, on the left.
Oh.
You missed it?
I
It's on the
wasn't
right.
paying attention.
It was on the right now.
Yeah. For some reason I thought he only appeared on the right. Whatever. We went over estimate anyway. Let's just enjoy the run.
Estimate? What's that?
Alright, as long as we need, by the way.
Alright, in that case, shall we go for dinner now?
Yeah, let's have some food.
I heard the restaurant has really nice food, so wanna go for that?
Sure.
Cool.
So yeah, this part of the stage, you just drop down. Like,
Don't forget to hover when you get to the bottom.
you're acting like I don't know what I'm doing. I did practice this. Oops. All right. So
We have a plushie monster on the couch here. Camera can't see it. Tag, can you maybe just turn the camera around so we can see this?
what? Am I not important enough for this one?
You will first cut me out. Afterwards, you would. All right. Are you gonna get this clip? Come on. I was able to get it. There we go.
Oh.
Don't die. Don't die.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, a little bit too early. Oops. Okay, now
You also clipped through the wrong wall back in.
yeah. Whatever.
Whatever.
At least I was able to get the clip. So yeah, the hitbox is weird there off that wall. If you just hit a very specific angle there, you can just clip through. So yeah, this basically skips like don't have to climb up those patterns
it's
now
going
to
go into the
stop the
archive.
time. Like that's this entire stage, by the way. You have these buttons that if you hit them, you stop time. Also, the timer on the top left stops. So technically, can we also stop the the run timer during that as well?
Fake, how much do I need to bargain to make you fake the timer so it looks like we got like some sort of world record?
Something like this, I think. There we go. Hey, so yeah, that's...
Alright, now for Knuckles clip.
Yeah, this next section with Knuckles is like overall a huge underwater section. We're gonna be trying to skip like all of that with a very convenient clip here.
Remember, I gave you the convenient setup
Yeah.
with the D-pad.
I know what I'm doing.
You do?
There we go. First
Yeah.
one. Easy peasy. Now we just clip out and we just
Fly
fly.
around.
Like this entire section over here is just all underwater sections. It's just
Yeah, and there are air
Super
bubbles.
annoying.
You need to grab air bubbles or else you die or have the upgrade. It's
which I didn't get during an earlier Knuckles stage because it's super far out of the way.
and not needed because you never go in the water with Knuckles.
Yeah, especially with that skip there. So yeah, now we're getting to the final section of Cannon Score, which is interesting. We can stop enemies, and for some reason, that enemy can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes you don't get a very proper bounce off of him, and he just knocks you into the abyss there. I want to hit this.
Also a thing with
Hope I'm fast enough to make this. Yeah, easy.
there's also a thing with these time stop. If you run out of the way fast enough, time will stay stopped because they despawn.
Also,
And for people knowing Sonic Adventure 1, for people knowing Sonic Adventure 1, this might look a bit familiar because the layout. So this is the part where the stories intertwine.
okay. And hey, that's the goal ring. There we go. All right.
So the ultimate life form they were trying to recreate was Chaos. Chaos is the protector of the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds. In part 1, Chaos got pretty pissed, and Eggman somehow gained control over him because Chaos all he wants to do is gain power and destroy everything, so the Emeralds will be safe. But we of course stopped him because of the power of friendship.
Yes. All right. So is it a good time to mention that I didn't practice this earlier? This boss fight?
Are you going to climb up its tail?
And I'm gonna try.
Just keep mashing.
Just keep mashing. This is the button mashing boss. I need a slightly different angle. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
There we go.
yes.
Oh, then I got hit. I should have grabbed at least one backup coin. You can normally have to wait for him.
Coin? You heathen!
Oops. That ring, fine. So yeah, normally you would have to wait for him before you can actually attack him, but if you mash fast enough, you can actually climb up his tail by just mashing fast enough. Oh, and watch out for those little things. I got hits, but I don't get audio for that. Alright. Whatever, for now I'm just gonna do this one. Oh. Easy first hit. I'm gonna try to at least go for this once more because these attack cycles just get slower and slower. Which, yeah, just clip inside him. Oh. Oh, lost my ring again. No, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Where are my rings? Alright, and at this point he'll start shooting these balls. Luckily you can just clip through them if you do a rolling attack.
It's not a clip, it's intended actually.
Oh wait, that's intended.
Yeah. And they are really hard to dodge otherwise because they're terribly big. But yeah, this is the prototype of the ultimate life form. And if you look at it, the design is pretty well done. Since it is a fish, it is a lizard, it is powered by something on its back that we're heading.
Why can't I get it? Oh.
It's also a good thing you didn't let me play it because I can't get it either. I would have just freestyled this.
Oops. Oh yeah, also if you get hit, he resets his cycle again, so that's...
No, he doesn't.
But he doesn't?
No, he actually just waits for a while. It looks like he resets because he actually gives the player some time to reset himself, so you don't get stun locked or something or just die instantly. Only if they have done that with the Tails 2 or Eggman 2 fights.
No,
So
I
just,
don't know how to do it. I forgot. I was able to do it sort of consistently a few months back. Oh well. Let's just wait for him again. Yeah, a little bit more attacking pattern. They get a little bit faster now as well. And at this point, he's gonna make it even more difficult by deactivating. Wait, not yet. Like, hang on. There we go. So yeah, he spawns these little balls, which starts homing towards us. I'm gonna try it one more time. Dang it. People saw it one time, like when it sort of happened, when I was able to get that hit. So I'm just gonna continue fighting him like this for now. So yeah, more ball attacks. Roll. And he does this attack again, where we have to... These can be kind of annoying. Can I please grab one of my rings? No, sure, why? Let's get closer. Alright, we need one more hit here, and I'm quickly gonna grab this ring over here. Because for this final hit, he actually does a different attack, where I think we're instantly getting into this phase. We get this anti-gravity thingy, and at one point he starts shooting these balls at us, and that's really scary, and I need to clip through, and I don't need to die. Okay.
Actually worth an applause because it's annoying as hell.
This boss fight can be really, really tricky, and especially at the end there, sometimes you just get a little bit trolled by those homing ball attackies. So yeah, there's only one more boss fight, and then we're honestly done at that point.
Alright, so what happens in this cutscene is the ultimate life form uses chaos control to transform himself into the points of this, the arc. Yeah. So now both Sonic and Shadow went into super form, because of course they do, and they are going to attack him. And of course we have amazing music.
Alright, maybe I should stop singing. These hitboxes can sometimes be a bit annoying of these little ping globs thingies. So, okay, that one hits, especially during the later few hits. Sometimes you just hit them straight on, but for some reason you don't hit them at all because this fight is programmed super, super well. Wait, do we actually know when the official timing is for this category?
Last hit.
Alright.
So, attack, get somewhat ready.
Yeah, we need 3 more hits. Yeah, constantly switching between Super Sonic, Super Shadow.
Yeah. If you run out of rings, you also just die. Yeah. Kind of. You don't really die. It's just Shadow or Sonic just says like, "Yo, tag me out. I need to collect some rings." They literally say, "I need to collect rings." Something along those lines.
Oh, those lasers.
Which we will probably hear soon.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
Oh yeah, he has this attack as well.
So yeah, there we go. That's
what I mean.
So yeah, hopefully the further we get into the fight, the less rings each of them will have. So right now we only have 40, and the ring count slowly depletes. And I hate these lasers. Leave me alone. Alright, that's only one more hit to go. Only like, oh my god, the estimate. Live and learn. To the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn.
We'll make sure to practice this for next year.
Yes.
And a higher estimate.
Wow. Are you saying that I played bad?
You are saying you play bad.
Yes. Actually, that's
Sada is,
apparently.
I'm just gonna wisely shut up about it. And throw some shade.
All right. And
Time! What estimate?
We hit the estimate of live and learn. So,
I
I
must
definitely learned something about this. I should. So yeah, I want to apologize again a little bit. Do how to not optimize.
Just forget about this.
I hope it still was
We,
entertaining.
I had one
regardless.
hell of a blast with Dog Story. That went
Yeah.
really well, so I'm...
Yeah, I was happy that we could show this off though. Like, it shows a lot of this game, and overall it's a super amazing game.
Oh yeah, so now something happens. Shadow hears the voice of Maria, which is like Dr. Eggman's grandpa's daughter or something, or his niece, or something. And they are going to put back the moon, or the ark, because the ark was built inside of the moon when it was heading towards Earth, and they used Chaos Control to put it back in place. Now Shadow's falling towards the Earth, and Shadow the Hedgehog for the GameCube happens.
This is my
Yeah.
promise I made to you.
Oh, I thought he just died.
Yeah, he technically did, but I think in Shadow the Hedgehog, the game, you can skip this.
Okay, but we should probably stop talking because we already went so far over estimate. Like,
Yeah,
definitely.
let's just, cut it, please.
Yeah, thanks all.
And this, and I'm
Never again. I mean, what? Bye.
Bye.
Where is Shadow?
All right. Thank you, YESr and Frosty, for that great run. Absolutely blooming fast that was. All right, we'll be setting up for the next game, which will be Ink by Nepumunk. I'll be leaving you with the soft, dulcet tones of Cypher. And that'll be all for me. This was my last hosting shift. It's been a blast, guys. Hope you have a really nice rest of the event. We'll be playing some ads, and we'll be right back.